right-handers out there, and of course our guy has been pitching well, Alex Fernandez.
He's been pitching as well as anybody in the American League with consistency all year long. Hawk, he's 15-6 with an earned run average just over 3. Domingo John, pitching for the Yankees, is one of the 3 players that we sent over to New York in the Steve Sachs trade. He's been pitching well too. He's got a good arm. We'll remind you a lot of Melito Perez. He throws a fastball, slider, and a changeup.
Well, there is some rain expected. We will start the game on time. It could be some rain delays, but you know, one of the things that you talk about when you're talking right now White Sox baseball, Big Frank Thomas.
How about Big Frank? He is absolutely amazing. He really is intimidating the opposition right now. It's very apparent that the New York battle plan right now in this series is to not let Frank Thomas beat you.
All right, sit back, relax. The rubber match of this 3-game set. Wimpy will be back with the rest of the starting lineups. Right now, let's go back to our studios and Randy Hahn.
And we will update you throughout the evening on the other scores, including the Kansas City Royals game tonight. But right now, on the hill for the New York Yankees, Domingo John, the rookie, against Alex Fernandez. White Sox baseball on Sports Channel is next. Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where you get real advantages for the real world. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know, ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By RCA, the people who introduced television now proudly present RCA Home Theater TV. And by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your Bud.
Welcome back to Comiskey Park in Chicago, the final game of the 3-game set between the White Sox and the New York Yankees. Overcast skies. We expect to play baseball. We will definitely get this ball game in if we got in the ball game 2 nights ago. And before we take a look at the lineups, let's take a look at the Eastern Division in the American League. The Toronto Blue Jays, winning this afternoon, have a 1.5 game lead over the New York Yankees, 6 over the Baltimore Orioles. As you can see, the Blue Jays beat Cleveland, and the Orioles are trailing California after 3 at Camden Yards. In the National League West, how about this? San Francisco is 39 games over 500, yet they're looking over their shoulders at the Atlanta Braves, who swept them 3 straight, and they are just 4.5 games back. And if there's any team capable of catching someone, the Braves, with that great pitching staff, certainly the team to look at there. And there's an outstanding young arm right in your view. Alex Fernandez going after victory number 16 tonight, and he'll be facing this lineup given by manager Bucky Showalter of the Yankees. Leading off at third base, Wade Boggs. Batting second and left, Deion James. Don Mattingly bats third. He'll play first base. Cleanup man is the DH, Danny Tartable. Paul O'Neill plays right field. He'll bat fifth, followed by center fielder Bernie Williams. Mike Stanley is behind the plate. He'll hit in the 7th position. Batting 8th at shortstop, Mike Lego Gallego. And bringing up the rear at second, Pat Kelly. Alex Fernandez is 15-6 on the year with a 3.05 earned run average in his 26 starts. Alex has 3 complete games, a 1 shutout, 157 hits and 192 innings pitched. That's real good. Just 59 walks, 133 strikeouts, and the American League batting just .224 against Alex this season. Defensively, the Sox have Tim Raines in left field, Lance Johnson in center, Danny Pasqua is in right. Robin Ventura plays third base, Ozzie Guillen at shortstop, Joey Cora is at second, and the big hurt, Frank Thomas, once again at first. The battery this evening, Ron Karkovice and young Alex Fernandez. The umpires are good friends in blue. John Hirschbeck is at home plate, Tim Welke at first, Drew Coble, the crew chief, is at second base, and Derwood Merrill, our good friend, is at third. Conditions at game time, 80 degrees, wind out of the southeast at 13. Chance of thunderstorm, but it never, ever, ever even thinks about raining at the beautiful ballpark, Comiskey Park, that is. As you look at Alex in his last start Friday at Minnesota, big ball game. Sox needed this one. They were just 2 games ahead in the AL West, and he beat the Twins. 8 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. That was a 2-run homer by Ken Herbeck. So Alex out there to get another one against New York. This is his first start of the season. And 2-1 lifetime with a 3.48 earned run average against the Yankees. So we're ready to rumble, and here is the Hawkaroo.
Hi, Wimpy, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to your first place Chicago White Sox right here on Sports Channel. It'll be Boggs, Deion James, and Don Mattingly. Wade Boggs, 35-year-old veteran, hitting at .312, a couple of homers. He's knocked in 43. Takes the first pitch upstairs. Boggs did not play last evening against Alvarez. He is 2 for 6 in this series. Outfield well around to the left. Curveball high, and the count 2-0. This is the 10th meeting of the year between these two clubs. There's a strike, and the count 2-1. There you see, hitting number 1 in that lineup, 360. Upstairs with a heater. Finale of this 3-game set. Sox took the opener 6-5. Check that. The Yankees took the opener 6-5. Then the Sox last night 4-2. 3-1 delivery. That's into left field. That's a can of corn. One out.
And here's our between the lines for the Sox. Alex, keep them in the ballpark. Yankees leading the American League in homers. Make them get 3 hits to score. That'll be tough against Alex Fernandez. And frankly speaking, avoid the big hurt. They don't want Frank Thomas to beat him, and they'll do just about anything for that not to happen. Sox run for the pennant, get on base, steal some bases, manufacture some runs.
Frankly speaking, I mean, these things just come. They just flow, don't they? Deion James takes a fastball strike. James hitting at .340, 6 homers. He's knocked in 28. 0 for 4 in this series. Not a large crowd at all on hand as that breaking ball high. And of course, you have to suspect that the weather had a whole lot to do with that. Rained hard here about an hour ago. That's out of play left side. So the count 1-2. 347 down each line. 375 in the gaps. And 400 straightaway center field. Yankees 17 games over that 500 mark. As Wimpy showed you, a game and a half behind the Blue Jays. Oh, he's gone. Deion grabs some bench. 2 out.
Boy, a great pitch here by Alex Fernandez. Check out the hard slider down and in. Boy, Deion obviously didn't pick up any rotation right there. Tried to drop the head on it, but that's just like that great pitch that a lefty throws to a righty. Tough, tough. In his last 3 starts, Alex is 3-0 with a 2.28 earned run average, averaging almost 8 innings per start. That's real good.
Here's the veteran first baseman Don Mattingly, hitting at .309, 15 homers. He's knocked in 72. 3 for 9 in this set with a couple of RBIs. Takes the strike. Danny Chartable on deck. There's a breaking ball low. So the count 1-1. 2 finals in the American League. Blue Jays beat Cleveland 10-7. Tigers over Sweet Lou's Mariners 7-4 in Detroit. Oh, really took a lot off that pitch. Had Mattingly way out in front. And the count 1-2.
Yeah, this is a great hook right here. Ooh, Lordy.
Even though he got it up, it was the speed, the pace.
Thank you.
Other action will show California at Baltimore, Oakland at Milwaukee, Minnesota at Kansas City, and Boston takes on the Rangers in Texas. Nice pitch, didn't get it, and the count 2-2. Yes, he's gone, and that'll do it for the Yankees here in the first. Nothing across after a half inning of play. It's New York nothing, and the good guys coming to bat.
Alex Fernandez worked at 1-2-3 first inning, and here's the lineup that Domingo John will be facing. Leading off in left field, Tim Raines batting second. At second, Joey Cora. Frank Thomas is at first. He bats third. Cleanup man, third baseman Robin Ventura. Warren Newson gets a start as the DH. He'll bat fifth, followed by right fielder Dan Pasqua. Lance Johnson is in center. He bats in the 7th position. Batting 8th behind the plate is Ron Karkovice. And bringing up the rear at shortstop, Ozzie Guillen. Domingo John is 1-0 with the .386 earned run average. He has started 3 ball games for the Bronx Bombers. See, he's averaging just over 6 innings per start, 16 hits, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. Opponents are batting just .222 against the former White Sox farmhand. James, Williams, and O'Neill are the outfielders for New York. Boggs, Gallego, Kelly, and Mattingly are the infielders in the battery tonight of Mike Stanley and Domingo John. John, a 24-year-old right-hander, 6'2", 175 from San Pedro de Macorís. How many Major League ball players have they produced? Wow. Dominican Republic. Last start Friday, beat the Rangers on 5 hits, 2 runs. That's good. 3 strikeouts.
Here's Tim Raines hitting at .294. Fouls the first pitch away. Rock has 13 homers. He's knocked in 39, and he's 2 for 9 in the first 2 games of this series. And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. Boggs in on the grass at third. The ball hit high and deep into right center field. Paul O'Neill back, hit the track, at the fence, reaches up and makes the catch.
I think Paul O'Neill had some trouble. He was drifting on this one, but he was able to come up with it right at the wall. Between the 375 and 400-foot mark, Tim Raines got the hit of the bat out that time and drove it a long way. See the concentration of O'Neill.
Here's Joey Cora. Joey hitting at .272, a homer. He's knocked in 42. Takes it high off the plate. Joey has drawn the collar in this series, 0 for 10. There's a strike. 21 to count. Takes that one low.
Here's the pitching profile on Domingo John. Fastball 88 to 91 miles an hour. He will change speeds on a slider, and he also throws a changeup. And last pitch makes you want to think that he's thrown a split finger. They tell us that he gave that pitch up.
That's pretty good fastball right there, and the count evens at 2. Got 4 finals over in the National League, and that big one, Maddox beats the Giants 9-1.
How about that?
Padres beat the Cardinals 2-1 at Jack Murphy. Phillies over the Rockies 8-5 at Veterans Stadium. As he pulled a string on Joey right there. So there's 2 out right now. Let's check out our picks to click tonight. There you see Jim Angio, our producer director. He's going to go with Robin. Wimpy went with 1 dog.
And the Huckaroo going out on that proverbial limb once again.
Here he is. That's why they call him the Big Hurt.
He's that.
Frank hitting at .322. Takes a fastball, good pitch inside. He has 35 homers and 104 knocked in. 5 for 6 in this series.
And he has laid out some ropes.
There haven't been any duck snorts in there.
No.
I'm with you, Wimpy. I swear it looks like he's throwing a splitter.
Yeah, they tell us he wasn't. He doesn't have that pitch, but
that fastball inside, so the count 2-1. Ventura on deck. It's good to see Robin back in there after serving that 2-game suspension. Pull a string on him right there. Took something off of it. And the count evens at 2. Pretty good pitch. Domingo John. Oop. Frank looking for the local and gets the express. Nothing across. 1, 2, 3 for John. After 1, no score.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox and Sports Channel. So forget it. Huh.
No score, top of the second inning. Alex with a couple of strikeouts in the first, as his counterpart, Domingo John, a couple of strikeouts. While the Bombers, it'll be Danny Tartable, Paul O'Neill, and Bernie Williams. There you see the numbers on Tartable, 255, 25, and he's plated 78. 1 for 6 in this series, and it left the yard. Outfield, round to the right for Tartable. A little tardy on that heater. So the count evens at 1. Gas. Good fastball by young Alex, and the count 1-2. Check out Alex's profile. There you see 88 to 93. The curve, the slider, and the change. Your basic 4 pitches. Drops down. Souvenir right side. Minnesota at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. No score, top of the second. Rangers hitting in the bottom of the first at Arlington against the Red Sox. No score. Off the end of the bat, Ozzie. Underneath. Got him. Here's the right fielder, Paul O'Neill, hitting at .311, 16 homers. He has knocked in 63. Did not play last evening. He was 1 for 3 in game 1. That's foul. Good pitch by Alex on the fist.
Well, I like that slider that Alex is featuring, down and into the left-handed hitters. If they make contact, it's going to, they hit it hard, it's going to be foul. It's got to be.
That's a good concept.
Yeah. Watch it. See how it just comes biting in just off the plate. Jam shot could be fair.
Curveball high. And the count 1-1. Fastball late. Paul O'Neill has been an excellent addition to this Yankee ball club. Something similar to what Ellis Burks has done for the Sox. Fastball, 2-2.
Of course, the Yankees had to give up a good player in Roberto Kelly to get this guy, whereas Ellis was a free agent.
Chopper right side. Big Frank can't get there. So it'll be a base hit, a bounding base hit for Paul O'Neill.
Didn't quite get it in there. Got it over the inside part of the plate. He just got enough topspin to get by Frank Thomas and a jiving Joey Cora. Not jiving, diving. Wow.
So the first base runner of the game. And here's Bernie Williams. Bernie hitting at .277. 11 homers. He's knocked in 60. 1 for 9 in this series and had that 21 game hitting streak snapped last evening. That's up the middle. Joey can't get that. So O'Neill will round second. He'll move into third, and with 1 out, the Yankees have runners at the corners.
Well, Paul O'Neill knows that with all this rain that has fallen, the ball is not going to get to the outfielders very quickly, so you can take an extra base. You don't have to run fast to be a good base runner, and Paul O'Neill got there easily to third. So it sets up a good RBI situation for Mike Stanley.
'30-year-old catcher Mike Stanley hitting at .306, 20 homers. And he has knocked in 66. Takes it low and away. Yankees 147 home runs. Sox have 19 less. Good fastball on the fist, out of play right side. A ball is striking out here in the top of the second. If you just joined us, there is no score. The Yankees are threatening. A little high with that heater. And want to send out a big White Sox hello and happy birthday to Carmen Cavelli. 50 years old today.
And speaking of birthdays.
Don't worry about it, Carmen. Ain't all that bad.
It isn't? Well, I got another 20 years to worry about that.
Yeah. So. That's high in the center field. Lance Johnson. As O'Neill tags, he will score. Bernie Williams on his way to second, and he will get there. And New York takes a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's a fastball up and out over the plate. Mike Stanley just got underneath it a bit. He's certainly capable of hitting it out of center field. Lance to the warning track. O'Neill will score easily, and Bernie Williams uses that great speed. Once he knows for sure the ball's going to be caught, he tags up and gets to second base easily. Another good job of base running.
That'll bring up the pesky shortstop Mike Gallego. Can't get the slider.
You know, and speaking of 50-year-olds, a very happy birthday to Ron Stordo.
And don't tell me Ron's 50. He's looking pretty good for 50.
Yeah. He doesn't look a day over 43.
I know it.
Our fine graphics coordinator.
He gets us in all kinds of trouble with those erroneous Duke Cobble trivia throws.
It's his birthday.
We have to have set a
birthday,
major league record this year for having the most trivia questions that were wrong.
Hey, it's not our fault. Those books.
Ground ball right side. And indeed a happy birthday, Ron, as he throws out Gallego. But the Yankees get on the board with one. After 1.5, they lead it 1-0. One nothing New York here in the bottom of the second inning. For the Sox, it'll be Ventura, Warren Newson, and Dan Pasqua to face Domingo John. There are the numbers on Robin, hitting at .251, 18 homers, as he gets a nice round of applause after sitting out that 2-game suspension. Jim Angio's pick to click tonight. Takes it high off the plate.
That's a good call. You know, picking Robin after 2 days off, you know, get a chance to clear your head.
Pretty good fastball. 21 to count. Outfield bunched a bit, straight up. Bernie Williams just a couple of steps over towards Deion James and left.
See what Domingo did at AAA. 2.82 earned run average in 7 starts. 2-2.
Up high. 3-1. Minnesota has come up with a run in the top of the second and still hitting at Kauffman Stadium against Kansas City. Off the end of the bat, Gallego. One down.
And your White Sox and local Chrysler Plymouth dealers have teamed up for the Upper Deck Sweepstakes, the grand prize 1993 Plymouth Duster, which is on display on the Upper Deck Concourse at Comiskey Park. Deadline for entry is Friday, and the drawing will be held on Saturday. No purchase necessary. It could be free.
Maybe this is your night.
What? I'm going to get something free? Yeah.
No. Our affiliate welcome in just a moment after Warren Newson. Deacon 3 for 8. Since being called up, takes it low and inside. And all of us here at Sports Channel would like to welcome our affiliate, Jones Intercable, in Wimpy's favorite town in Illinois, Sandwich, Illinois.
Sandwich, yes. Yeah. Ham and cheese or?
There's a strike.
Getting kind of hungry. They have your money sandwich?
No. You get a free sandwich today, huh? Over at the tournament?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit low. 2 balls and a strike to the Deacon.
Yeah, Joe's Deli at the lovely Radisson Hotel in Lisle.
Two and 1 to count. Minnesota has added another. Still hitting top of the second, leading 2-0. Texas leading Boston 1-0. Still hitting bottom of the first. Oh, Deacon raking. Gets the pitch over. So the count 2-2. There's George. And last night's hero, Ellis Burks, with that 2-run double. He walks Warren Newson. So the Deacon, first Sox base runner. And here comes Dan Pasqua. Danny hitting at 195, 4 homers. He's knocked in 16. And against his former mates this year, he is 1 for 6 with 2 RBIs. 1-0 Yankees here in the bottom of the second. Hard hit, base hit. So Deacon rounds second. He will move into third, and the Sox with 1 out have runners at the corners. Attaboy, Hammer.
And we can cancel the postgame show now. Danny Pasqua hits this ball hard up the middle. Good base running by Warren Newson. Much like Paul O'Neill. See, the ball just doesn't get to the outfielders. You can easily take an extra base, and look at Deacon scooting on in there. Good job of base running, good hitting. Runners at the corners for Lance Johnson.
Lance hitting at 311, no homers. He's knocked in 39, 1 for 5 in this set. Outfield short and around to the left. Stay fair. It is. Down into the corner, extra bases. Deacon will score. They get away, Pasqua around. Here's a throw home, not in time. Sox lead at 2-1 on the double by 1 dog. Yes!
Attaway, Lance. He pulled this one. There. Oh boy, he got one on the inside corner. It looked like a changeup. And Lance just smokes it into that corner at the 347. O'Neill had a long way to to come. 2 runners score. Good running by Pasco right there, and Lance Johnson in the third. Hello.
That should be a triple.
Oh,
yes. His 12th 3-bagger of the season. Here's Karkovic, Yankee infield in. Takes that slider. Beautiful pitch right there by Domingo John, right on the outside corner at the knees. Warren Newson, 1-out walk, started it off.
Did a good job of laying off that off-speed pitch in the dirt, the 3-2 pitch.
Stanley to the outside, another slider, another strike. Pretty good pitch to hit right there. And the count 0-2. Nice block by Mike Stanley. Minnesota leading Kansas City 3-0, still hitting, top of the second. Texas scored 4 in the bottom of the first against Boston.
Oh boy,
had him with a breaking ball.
Clark just didn't pick him up. Sometimes a pitcher does that to you, a certain type of hitter. Look at this one. That's basically a hanger. You know, it's thigh high. It was on the outer half of the plate, but Karkovic did not pick up any sort of rotation. So a big strikeout for John. His third of the ball game. Ozzie Guillen's going to have to drive him home with a base hit.
He can do it. Ozzie hitting at .271. 4 homers. He's knocked in 40. 3 hits and 8 at-bats in the first 2 games here. There's a sinker strike from John. Deion James very short and left. Gap in right center. Nice block once again by Mike Stanley, and the count evens at 1. Good, 6 of 9. But the leadoff walk, or I should say the 1-out walk to Warren Newson, led his 2-run rally off for the Sox here in the second. Rips it foul. See the Sox 2-6 against New York.
Jeez. I didn't know we pitched that poorly against the Yankees.
Well, in that series with the Yankees swept us in New York.
Yeah.
They scored some runs. Jimmy Leyritz had
oh, that's right.
Just a couple of flares out there in the right field that crawled over that short porch in right.
They count.
But that guy right there has done a real good job. Bucky Showalter. The 1-2 pitch. In that 4-run first for the Texas Rangers, Ivan Rodriguez hit a 3-run homer off Paul Quantrill. That scored Palmero and Juan Gonzalez. Two runs on 2 hits for the Sox, 1 run on 2 hits for the Yankees. That's a ball. Oh, time was called. I was going to say, boy, I'll tell you. Lance jockeying down that line at third as Ozzie pops it up into center field. Bernie Williams is there. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the big two-run triple by Lance Johnson, and after two, Sox lead it by one. Tail of the tape, top of the third, and a reminder. Our next game coming your way on Sports Channel will be Friday, that doubleheader. And look at the two pitchers for the Sox. It'll be Tim Belcher in game one against the southpaw Jim DeShays, and in game two, Black Jack McDowell going for victory number 21 against the right-hander Mike Trombley. That is Friday right here on Sports Channel.
And while we have a moment, Hawk, the White Sox wives are going to play the Grandstand Wives. That's Pete Powers from the Grandstand, a couple of blocks from Comiskey Park. The third annual charity softball game. That's Saturday, August 28th, 11:30 a.m. at Armour Square Park, located at 33rd and Shields. And they've got some great prizes there. Raffle prizes include a trip for two to White Sox series at Detroit, includes airfare, tickets, and hotel. 1974 Dick Allen jersey. Starter jerseys and jackets. There's ball one. Two 10-speed mountain bikes. Many gift certificates to restaurants. And who knows, maybe the wives will drag out some of the players to that. Get some autographs. That's this Saturday.
1-0 pitch to Pat Kelly. 2-0. Kelly hitting at .265. 7 homers. He's knocked in 45 this year. 2 for 8 in this series.
And by the way, if I didn't get that in, the Greek was going to punch my lights out. Katie Paul.
Checks it up on the fastball up and in. Don't mess around with the Greeks.
You know. You've been there.
20 years. 20 years next month. I'm glad I said that. I'd forgotten.
In lieu of
2 balls, 2 strikes to the Yankee leadoff hitter here in the top of the third inning. Alex 2-1 lifetime against New York. Little looper going foul. Big Frank just can't get there. Good effort.
Frank got a good jump on it. Not much hang time right there as a jam sandwich. But Alex, they're not hitting him at all. Randy Johnson leads the league with that .211 opponent's batting average, followed by Kevin Apier, and Alex Fernandez third at .224. Boy, he has given up just 157 hits in 192 innings. That's real good.
Misses with a slider, and the count goes full. Off the end of the bat left side, Ventura gets a nice little Seven Bridges bounce and throws him out. That'll bring up Wade Boggs, the leadoff hitter. Boggs hit a can of corn to Tim Raines, leading off the ball game. Takes a strike. They're putting almost a Luis Polonia shift on Boggs. Breaking ball, hits it up the middle.
Well, if you're going to play him that way, you're really going to have to pitch him with hard stuff, especially Alex Fernandez fastball. Got the breaking ball, and he hit it up the middle for that single.
Well, and this is bad. Might work out, but if he's going to hurt you, he's in a spot where you just got to light him up. You just got to gas Boggs up.
Yeah.
Here's Deion James. Struck out on a beautiful slider down and in. Deion reminds you just a little bit of former Sox outfielder Rudy Law.
You can't run like Rudy could.
No, no, no. Right to Robin. Quick throw. Nice stop right there by Frank Thomas. And there's 2 gone. Now Rudy could fly.
Yeah, he could. Tell you what, Deion James, that is. He's got a good quick bat. Little inside out action on that swing. Hands went before the barrel. Hit it hard, but right at Robin Ventura.
Hard.
I thought he hit that ball hard.
What hurts?
It was hard for me.
It's Don Mattingly.
That's only my opinion. Yours?
It's that in left field. Tim Raines is there. Rock will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across after 2.5. 2-1 good guys. Tim Raines gets set to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sox lead it 2-1. 2-run triple by Lance Johnson. Knocked in Warren Newson and Dan Pasqua. Newson had walked, and Pasqua had singled. Rock. It's first pitch to hopper Pat Kelly. Raines now for 2, fly deep to right center field, leading off the bottom of the 1st. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Joey Cora. When we struck out first time up, Joey might be getting a little bit tired.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. You know, a day off here or there. Of course, Graybeck, you got a very competent replacement.
Come right. Domingo John turns it over, misses low and away. Boggs in on the grass at 3rd. That pitch misses the outside corner. And the count 2-0. After this half inning of play, it'll be Randy Hahn back in our studios, bringing you all the scores around the major leagues. There's a strike and the count 2-1. Fouls it back. And we mentioned we wanted to send out a big White Sox hello yesterday to all the good folks at Maplewood Care of Elgin. Well, there's a group of 20 of them tonight at the ballpark. And all the rest of them are back at Maplewood, watching the game right here on Sports Channel. So a big White Sox, yes. That pitch just misses, full count.
There's Big Frank on deck. He's got that weight problem. Can't wait to hit. Wow.
Got him with a breaking ball.
Well, he just kind of flipped it up there. This really looks like a split finger pitch. Look like it's tumbling up there like a split finger.
Whatever it was outside. Slider.
No, that is the slider. Sure is. The rotation. Boy, from that center field camera, looks different.
Big Frank struck out his first trip. Calls it a strike and a count 1-1. Frank just 2 home runs shy of the White Sox record. Stanley to the inside. Fastball. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Outfield straight up there bunched. Boggs is not in on the grass at third.
See the most home runs in a season. Dick Allen and Carlton Fisk hold the record with 37. Ron Kittle and Frank Thomas. Man.
Frank didn't like that call. Don't blame him. Here's the 2-2. It's that slider hard into right field.
Don't make him mad.
Go ahead and trick him.
Nope, you cannot trick Frank Thomas. Frank is still hot. Take a look. Boy, he just stays closed as long as you can possibly wait for a breaking ball right there. It just smokes it. Boy, those quick hands of his. He's amazing.
He is. He's awesome. Here's Robin. Grounded out to Mike Gallego. Takes a strike. Up high, 1-1. Robin can first and third him. It'll be Warren Newsom. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the good guys. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Yankees. Sox with that off day tomorrow. Then it'll be the Minnesota Twins coming to town for a 5-game series. Doubleheader on Friday. Games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And the Sox hit the road, going to New York and Detroit. Fouls it away. 2-2. Robin's had a tough time against the Yankees this year. He is just 1 for 20.
Yeah, that's tough.
Not that hard to do.
Oh, no.
It's pretty easy to do sometimes.
Shoot, 0 for 20. What was the worst you've ever been? Can you top 1 for 42?
I never got there. I was
there.
Yeah, it was 1 for 34. 0 for 26 or something like 23. And I mean 22 of them were just line drives.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't catch a break.
Good. Pops this one up into left center field. Bernie Williams cuts in front of James, makes the catch, and the sign is retired. Nothing across after 3. 2-1 White Sox.
Randy Hahn back live in the Sports Channel studios. Lots going on. Let's get right to the Sherwin-Williams scoreboard. The Kansas City Royals started the night 4 back of the White Sox. Right now they're 3 back of Minnesota in the 3rd inning. Texas leading Boston 4-0 thanks to Ivan Rodriguez' 3-run homer. And Mark Langston has a no-hitter through 6 for California. In the National League, Cubs and Montreal Expos leading 5-2. Expo pitcher Dennis Martinez has been traded. They haven't said where yet, but he's rumored on his way to Atlanta like they need him. They bombed San Francisco 9-1 today to move to within 4.5. Back to Ken and Tom.
All right, thank you, Randy. Boy, that would be big news. Dennis Martinez going to the Braves. Wow. That would make headlines, and the Sox have that 2-1 lead. Hit total is even at 3. Big blow in this ball game. The 2-run triple by Lance Johnson in the 2nd inning. Alex has thrown 44 pitches through 3. Not bad. Danny Tartabull is going to lead things off for the Bronx Bombers. Danny hitting at .254 as he stands in. Curveball strike. Danny grounded the shortstop his first time up. Alex working very quickly. High fastball, and he got on top of it. Drives it deep to center. Lance Johnson to the wall. Can't make the play. It's out of here. A home run for Tartable. Boy, he dialed it up. You know, it looked like Lance had a chance to make that play. Climbed over the fence, but he just went to the wrong spot. A great effort by Johnson. But we have a tie ball game. Well, he got up for that high fastball there, Hawk. He's let her high. Look at Lance. He's up over the wall, and the ball hits actually to the side of his glove. Oh, what a play that would have been. Great effort by the Sox center fielder. And a hard ball. Paul O'Neill fouls the first pitch off. So he's down in the count 0-1. O'Neill hitting at .313. Tarnable with 26 dingers, 79 RBIs on the season. Coming inside, that hard slider misses in there. Sox playing O'Neill to pull in the outfield. And there is a gap in left center between Raines and Johnson. Boy, Lance, what an effort there. And Alex Fernandez now has given up 22 homers on the year. Most of them have been the solo variety, and is tied for the lead in the American League. Bernie Williams on deck. Drops down, hits the outside corner. Changed up on him, so the count even at 2. He jammed him in the center field. Never fear, one dog is here. And there's one down. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at Comiskey Park. Feels good. And there you see the flags. Boy, they were just limp a few minutes ago. So Bernie Williams, who had that 21-game hitting streak snap last night, is 1 for 1 tonight. Solid single to center. Mike Stanley is the on-deck hitter, and he bats with 1 out. Williams does. Curveball up high. Here's the 1-0 coming inside. Fastball jam shot, fouled straight back.
All right, let's check out tonight's Duke Coppels Trivia Trove. I mean, the only pitcher to save more than 20 games and win more than 20 in consecutive seasons.
He saved more than 20, and then he won more than 20. I'm thinking Dennis Eckersley. Who do you like? Maybe not. Here's a pop-up on the change. Ozzie Guillen calls for it, puts it away, and there's 2 down.
Dennis Eckersley was 20-8 with the Boston Red Sox as a starter.
Yeah.
So it is number 43.
They're talking about in consecutive years, though. I don't think he saved 20 the next year.
No, he didn't.
That is the question, isn't it, Jim Angio?
Can we see that?
They're trying to trick us.
Again.
Mike Stanley takes a slider low and away. It's a tough question. Stano with a sacrifice fly, his 67th RBI is on the season, a career high.
Oh, and Kinselkin.
The only pitcher to save more than 20 games and win more than 20 games in consecutive seasons. Stanley takes strike 1. 2-1 on the New York catcher with Mike Lego Gallego on deck. Stanley has solidified his job as the everyday catcher for the Yanks. Calls a good ball game. Pitchers like throwing to him. And that offensive production, 20 homers, 67 driven in on the season. 3-1 3-1 fastball. He can't catch up with it. So the count goes full. Stanley with that good power to the opposite field. The Sox are playing him to hit the opposite way. Rain's way off the line in left, and a big gap in left center between he and Lance Johnson. Got him on the slider. Yankees pick up a run on the solo homer by Danny Tartabull, and after 3.5, we're tied at 2. Bottom of the 4th inning here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. Danny Tartabull totted up in the top half of the 4th with that solo homer to dead center field. It's his 2nd homer in this series. And for the White Sox, it'll be Warren Newson, Danny Pasqua, and Lance Johnson to face Domingo John.
I got that question, Wimpy.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let me think. Boy. I'll get it. Newson hits the first pitch foul down the left field line. Boy, it is getting breezy here at the old ballpark. Whoa, whoa. Warren Newson, the 0-1 pitch coming up. Oh, that breeze feels good. Change up, yes, he went. I want to give a big White Sox welcome to Ken Taguchi, president of HMT Marketing Incorporated in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Hawkeroos golfing partner.
Man. Kenny's a good man.
Isn't he? I can't, you know, I feel bad that we robbed him now. I don't feel bad that we ripped you off. That quick breaking ball going downward. Newson lays off of it, 1-2. Yeah. And Ken's a good guy. Good people. That Willinger's Golf Club in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota. Here's the 1-2. No, no, no. Count even to the Deacon. Warren got on base, and he scored on that 2-run triple by Lance Johnson in the 2nd inning. Nope, fish ain't biting. 3-2. Boy, that is either a real hard slider or a split finger pitch that he's featuring as his main weapon really tonight. Stanley sitting outside. Breaking ball, little nubber off the mound. Gene, those long legs makes that play look easy. And tonight on Sports Channel, the U.S. Open preview at 11 p.m. Stefan Edberg, Andre Agassi, Martina Navratilova, and defending champion Pete Sampras. It's a preview of the 1993 U.S. Open tonight, only on Sports Channel. Ooh. 40 love. Here's Danny Pasqua. He had a solid single his first time up and scored. There's a breaking ball down low. Danny hitting at 202. It ain't much, but he's been swinging the bat very well in the last couple of weeks. Oh, just kind of flip that one in there. 1-1. Starting to rain a little bit. What new? What was that forecast you talked about earlier, Hawk?
Good chance of rain up until about 9:20 and 9:30.
Okay. Ground ball foul. Once again, our resident meteorologist and groundskeeper Roger Bossard is correctamundo. Well, he's got that weather machine, whatever you want to call it, in his little cubby hole down there that predicts the weather very accurately. Pasqua with a 3-2 pitch. Some of the fans from the lower deck seeking cover. 3-2 smoked foul by Doug Manzolino, the first base coach for the Sox. Good play by the ball girl. Terry Boom Boom Bevington over at third. Oh, went with the off-speed pitch on 3-2 and walks him. Oh, he's not afraid to throw that slider any time. He'll just change speeds on it. As you saw in that pitching profile, there's Bucky Showalter, Yankee skipper. And I can just see Frank Howard, Big Hondo, just pacing back and forth in that Yankee dugout. You look at Drew Coble, crew chief of this umpire crew. Lance, line drive to right field, another solid hit. So Lance pulling the ball nicely tonight. It's like another off-speed pitch that he got upstairs. And the Lanceroo once again. Hint, hint, hint.
Whose pick to click is that?
I think it's yours truly. I love it when Lance is pulling the ball. Well, he gets that head of the bat out and really drives it. When he goes solely to the opposite field, he doesn't have much pop on it. So here's Ron Karkovice. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Another breaking ball smoked into center field. Base hit. Here comes Pasqua. Rounding third. Coming home. The throw goes to third. The slide hits Johnson. The ball goes to the screen, and Gene is there to back it up. That's John backing up. So Karkovice in the second. The Sox take a 3-2 lead. All right. Opportunistic base running. Good job by Johnson. A good job of hitting here by Kark. Karkovice had trouble his first at bat. Struck out on 3 breaking balls. This time he was waiting in the weeds. You can see that throw. They had a shot at Lance. All right, Bernie Williams got to that ball quickly. It looked like it hit Lance in the foot. Boy, he's up there. He's ready to score, too. Good job by Domingo John backing up. And Roger Bossert, Drew Coble, Tim Welke. Well, it's just a passing shower, I think Roger's telling him. Please. So, runners at second and third. And Ozzie Guillen, the hitter. Well, it's coming down pretty hard right now. Obviously, they think it will pass. All things will come to pass. Ozzie. Oh, he swings at a bad one and fouls it over the Yankee dugout. And while we have a moment, Sunday night, August 29th, the Twins and Sox go at it at 7:05. First 20,000 fans in attendance will receive a new Comiskey Park patch, which is worn on Sox home jerseys. Patches are courtesy of United Airlines and come with a special discount coupon for travel on United. For tickets, call Ticketmaster 312-8311-SOX. Ozzie goes after a high breaking ball this time. Runners at second and third. Good speed on the base paths with Lance, Bobby Munoz, the right-hander, and Paul Gibson, the lefty, warming up for the Yanks. Here's the 0-2 to Guillen. Hit in the air to left field. That should be deep enough. Deion Jones with the James with the catch. The throw, no. Lance Johnson scores. And the Sox lead it 4-2. Boy, Ozzie, he fought him off on 0-2. And he drives in his 41st run of the season. That was just too good of a pitch on 0-2 right there. It was still the off speed. And Lance Johnson uses that great speed to score. 4-2, good guys in black. Sox with 2 runs in the second, 2 now in the fourth, have parlayed their 5 hits nicely. The Yankees with 2 runs on 4 hits off Alex Fernandez. Here's Tim Raines, 0 for 2. There's that slow changeup. Ron Karkovice now with 42 runs driven in on the season. As the Rock fouls this one back, so he quickly goes down in the count 0-2. High fives all around. The lucky fan with the souvenir. Oh, 2 to Raines. He fouls another fastball off. And there's the skipper, Gene Lamont. Sox trying to improve that record against the Yankees tonight to 3-6. The Yanks have really dominated the White Sox so far in the 1993 season. And with Toronto winning today, the Yankees don't want to go any farther back. Oh, good changeup. He strikes out Raines, but the White Sox come up with 2 more runs, and after 4, they lead it 4-2.
Chicago White Sox baseball is being brought to you in part by your local Dodge dealers, by Cuprinol, makers of fine wood stains, sealers, and preservatives, and by New Old Spice Sensitive. It's alcohol-free to take the heat out of aftershave.
You can see the umpires sitting in the dugout as Bo getting all over Durwood Merrill. There is a rain delay here at Comiskey Park as we are in the top of the 5th inning. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Sox. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees, as Roger Bossard's crew very quickly trying to get that tarp on the field, and it is starting to come down very hard. So a break in the action here in the ball game. We expect to get it in. A rain delay, but right now let's go back to our studios and Randy Hahn.
All right, while we have a minute here, let's check the scoreboards in both the American and National Leagues as things are heating up in the races. Minnesota leading Kansas City 3-2. The Royals came in 4 games back of the White Sox in second in the AL West. They're in the 4th inning. Texas in front of Boston 4-0, also in the 4th. A 3-run homer in that game for the Rangers' Ivan Rodriguez. California's Mark Langston had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning when Cal Ripken Jr. broke it up. Right now, the Angels in front of the O's, 2-1 in the 8th. Milwaukee leading Oakland 5-0 there in the 5th. Earlier today, big day for Travis Fryman, 4 hits. 7-4, they beat Seattle despite Ken Griffey Jr.'s 2 home runs, which gives him the American League lead now with 37. And Toronto beat Cleveland by a final score of 10-7, so the Jays temporarily a game and a half up on the Yankees. Over in the National League, Montreal leading the Cubs 5-3 at Olympic Stadium. And Glenn Allen Hill has a 2-run homer in that game for Montreal. But the big story, pitcher Dennis Martinez of the Expos has been traded. The Expos haven't said yet where he's going, but the rumor is that he is going to the Atlanta Braves, as if they need him with that great staff. They bombed the Giants today, 9-1. And Atlanta sweeps the 3-game series now within 4.5 games in the NL West. Houston leads Florida 3-2 in the 7th. Earlier, Philadelphia beat Colorado 8-5. Cincinnati over the Mets 4-1 as New York's mathematically eliminated now. And San Diego beat St. Louis 2-1 in 10 innings. The late game is yet to get underway. The Dodgers hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. If you've just tuned in, the White Sox and the New York Yankees in the midst of a rain delay at Comiskey Park. We will send it back out there, and according to all weather forecasts, they do expect to get the ball game in after this band of showers moves through the south side. But until we can rejoin baseball, let's look at the pennant chase. Randy Hahn back live in our Sports Channel studios. We regret having to leave such gripping programming in the midst of it, but there is a baseball game underway. It's about to resume. The White Sox and the New York Yankees have been in a rain delay, but they're ready to play ball again. Let's go back to the South Side, rejoin Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek.
All right, Randy Hahn, thank you. And Alex Fernandez taking his warm-up tosses here as they have gotten a tarp off. Some of that absorption compound down on the field. And we're just about set to go. If you joined us late, totals on the board for the Sox: 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Yankees with a run in the second. Sox with 2 in the bottom of the second inning. 2-run triple by Lance Johnson. Danny Tartable's homer tied it in the top of the fourth. And then the Sox coming up with 2 more tallies in the bottom of the fourth. So Alex, gunning for his 16th victory of the year against just 6 defeats. And I don't think we're going to have the same situation, Wimpy, as we had a Monday night. The rain appears to be, they think, through for the evening. Hopefully it will be. As you look at Mike Gallego, he will lead it off for the Yankees here in the top of the 5th. It'll be Gallego, Kelly, and Wade Boggs. We've seen an awful lot of juke on that field out there in the last couple of days.
Boy, we really have, especially the other day. What did we have? 2.5 inches. Not nearly that amount, but it did come out down hard enough to give us this rain delay. And hopefully we'll be able to continue this ball game from this point on. Alex Fernandez going after his 16th victory of the season. And here's some great White Sox fans.
A couple of ex-White Sox outfielders. But a nice crowd. Rain has held down some of the attendance, but they have been into it. You know, there's been a lot of conversation lately about the crowds here at Comiskey Park. Sox averaging 31,691 per home game. But I think, Wimpy, especially the last 3 weeks or so, we have seen these crowds very much into the ball game.
Oh, without a question. And the White Sox aren't playing all that particularly well at Comiskey Park, just one game better at home than they are on the road. So I think the fans have been very enthusiastic, and they've been showing up in big numbers. 38,000 last night and the night before that.
So Alex has concluded his warm-up tosses, and here we go. Gallego 0 for 1. He's grounded out to Joey Cora as the Sox lead it 4-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Hits the first pitch fair, right by Robin Ventura. So Gallego will lead it off with a double. That is his 15th two-bagger of the season.
Well, he got a high fastball, and Gallego's a good high fastball hitter. He takes advantage of that pitch. And as you can see, he clears those front hips and gets that bat out front. So the tying run at the plate in Pat Kelly.
Patrick grounded out to Ventura his first trip. Outfield well around to the right. Tries to bunt the breaking pitch, fouls it away, and the count 0-1. You see 9 sacrifice bunts. Young man settling in now, starting to solidify the second base situation for New York. They've had a lot of problems at second, at short, and at third the last few years. Another slider, and the count evens at 1. Wade Boggs on deck, and Deion James in the hole. Can't get the heater. And Kelly down 1-2. Final just in from Camden Yards in Baltimore. California beats the Orioles 2-1. Minnesota leading Kansas City 4-2. Royals hitting in the bottom of the 6th inning. Texas leading Boston 4-1. Rangers hitting in the bottom of the 5th. Drops down, fastball. Angel-Oriole game. Langston the winner, 13-6. Musina takes the loss. He's 12-5. Yes, right on the outside corner. A beauty and a big strikeout for Alex.
He just dropped down and painted that outside corner. Watch it right here. This is exactly where you want that pitch. When you drop down, you see it froze Kelly momentarily. He couldn't pull the trigger. And Alex Fernandez gets his 4th strikeout. Yes.
That'll bring up Wade Boggs. He's 1 for 2. Hit a breaking ball softly into center field for a base hit back in the 3rd inning. And here comes Showalter as Boggs and John Hirschbeck having some conversation. So here we go. Outfield swings way around to the left. Big gap in right center. Boggs takes a fastball low. There's a huge gap between Pasqua and Lance Johnson. Fastball high, and the count moves to 2-0. Activity down in the Yankee pen. Southpaw Paul Gibson. Three and 0 the count to Boggs. Pours that fastball right down the heart. Alex making his 27th start of the season. No record this year against New York. 2-1 lifetime. Boggs just tardy on that heater.
Throw it again.
Keep pumping. We talked about it earlier back in the 3rd. If he gets in a spot where he can hurt you, you got to make him hurt you on the hard stuff.
And he's going to go the opposite way with the fastball, and that's exactly where the defense is playing him. You throw something off speed, he's got a chance to pull it, and that's where the defense is not.
Back through the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Gallego. He'll score, and it's a 4-3 ball game.
Well, he got the 3-2 fastball down and in. Used that inside-out stroke right back up the middle. So Boggs now 2 for 3 in the game with that RBI. He's driven in 44 now for the Yankees.
Here's Deion James. He struck out in the 1st. Hit a little soft line drive to Ventura in the 3rd. Takes a curveball inside.
Thought he hit that ball pretty good.
Poking back. There's a shot base hit in the right field. Boggs will stop at second. So the Yankees are hitting .281 as a club. They can hit. And here they come.
Well, it just looks like everybody in the Yankee team is hitting up to their capabilities. There's Jose De Leon warming up for the White Sox. Well, when you hit .281 as a team, that's pretty darn good. Because outside of Mattingly and Wade Boggs, there's not a whole lot of household names on that ball club that are capable of, that anybody would think would hit for a high average.
Well, it's tough for them to manufacture runs as well. How many times have you ever seen a lineup where the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place hitters, especially the 1st and 2nd place hitters, have not even attempted a stolen base?
It's pretty amazing. Well, one thing about the Yankees, they hit a lot of doubles, so they can score from first base. They have well over 200 doubles. I think it's close to 230, and they lead the American League in homers.
I don't think I ever recall that.
Yeah.
First 4 hitters in the lineup, not even one attempted stolen base all season.
Well, they're station to station, no doubt about it.
So Jackie Brown has a little confab with Alex. And here's Mattingly. Mattingly struck out in the first, fly to left field in the third. 4-5-0 for the good guys, 3-7-0 for the Bronx Bombers. Fastball strike. Good fastball, didn't get it on the inside corner. First bet calls it a ball, and the count 1-1.
See what Mattingly has done with runners in scoring position. 404, and he has driven in more runs since the All-Star break than any hitter in the American League.
Got a high off-speed pitch and fouls it. Souvenir left side. Alex with a 1-2 count. Danny Tartable, the on-deck hitter. Slider in there. Still good little purpose pitch.
Look at Mattingly in his last 58 ball games, 58 RBIs in the first 44, just 14 driven in.
What causes that?
I have no idea. No, maybe his back feels a heck of a lot better. That's what I would think with Mattingly. Changed his hitting style a little bit.
Here's a chopper up the middle, taking Ozzie right to the bag. Now Cora steps on the bag. Ozzie had a sure 2 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. I think we were lucky to get that call at second base. Drew Coble got the force play, but that was Ozzie Guillen all the way. Everything was towards the bag. Look at this. Joey Cora steps in front of him, and he can't make the throw. That was an easy double play for Guillen.
So let's hope that Alex can pitch around it and over it. As Danny Tartable steps in, he's grounded to short and homered over the center field fence. Ground ball to Hopper Ventura. Over to Cora. Yes. And that'll retire the side of the Yankees. Come up with a run on 3 hits. No errors. They leave 2. Halfway home. It's official now. Sox lead it 4-3.
Paul Gibson is the new Yankee pitcher, the left-hander. In 12 games, no record, 2.75 earned run average, so his numbers very respectable. 15 hits allowed, 19 2/3 innings. He has walked 6 while striking out 15. So the former Tiger, former New York Met, out to work the 5th inning. Domingo John, he can only lose this ball game as he gave up 4 runs on 5 hits through 4 innings. Lance Johnson had a big 2-run triple in this game. Ron Karkovice an RBI single, and Ozzie Guillen a sacrifice fly RBI.
All right, so as Gibson takes his warm-up tosses, let's check out Duke Koppel's Trivia Trove. Webby, have you got it yet?
Yes.
Name the only pitcher to save more than 20 games and win more than 20.
WW.
That's right, Wilbur Wood.
Poof. Also, he went from a reliever to a starter. That 1 year Wilbur threw about 350 innings or something, some ungodly number for the White Sox.
Hey, that was something when he got ripped by that line drive off the bat of Ron LaFleur right on the kneecap.
Yeah, ended his career.
So here we go, bottom of the 5th. Sox lead it by 1, and it'll be Cora, Frank Thomas, and Robin Ventura. 33-year-old southpaw Paul Gibson, 6'1", 185 pounds, pours the strike over. Outfield bunts are straight up. Breaking ball misses, and the count evens at 1. Texas hitting in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading the Red Sox 6-1. Fouls it back. Kansas City hitting in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing Minnesota 4-2.
That's good. So as Hawk Lane gets in his road work, Paul Gibson tries to get Joey Cora out.
Gotta get some runs here. Up high with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look at him. Is he in shape?
Got him on the inside corner. Good pitch by Gibson. So the lead man down.
And Joey Cora has the hat trick tonight. You don't see that very often. Joey has been putting the ball in play just great all season long. And as you mentioned earlier, Hawk, I think he's getting tired.
I do too. He
really
plays with so much intensity, Wimpy. Even if he doesn't feel it, it takes a lot out of you when you play just as hard as Joey does.
Yeah. Yeah. He's strong, though. You know, he does that good weight program every day, but I agree with that.
Here's Big Frank. Takes it up high. He's 1 for 2. The line on Domingo John, 4 innings, 4 runs earned, 4 hits, 2 walks, had 5 strikeouts. Change up off the end of the bat. Gallego up with it. And that's out number 2. Two quick out, and here's Robin. Robin is grounded to short, and he's flying to center. Six finals in the National League. The only game in action, Pittsburgh just getting underway at Los Angeles. Houston beat the Fighting Fish 3-2 down to Joe Robbie. Expos over the Cubs 7-3 up in Montreal. Cincinnati beats the Mets 4-1 at Shea Stadium. Phillies over the Rockies 8-5 at Veterans Stadium. Padres 2, Cardinals 1 at Jack Murphy, and then that big one this afternoon. Braves sweep the Giants as they win it 9-1. Outside 3-0.
And a big sideline of that series, Hawk, Will Clark on the disabled list is what we hear with a knee problem. Whoa.
That's ball 4. So with 2 out, Robin at first. Warren Newsom, the schedule hitter, is being called back. And let's see who'll pop out of that dugout. Going to be number 7, Steve Sachs. Newsom 0 for 1 tonight, but he did start off that 2-run second with a 1-out walk, and he scored. $31,521 in attendance tonight. Rangers added another run. They lead Boston 7-1. Dean Palmer, boy, has he been hot. Cranked out his 27th.
When he's hot, he's awfully good.
A nice curveball from the left-hander Paul Gibson. Inside 1-1. Danny Pasquale on deck if Sox can reach. Rubber match of this 3-game set. Two-hopper. Pat Kelly's got it to Gallego, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across after 5 from Comiskey Park. Sox on top 4-3.
We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. The Sox clinging to that 4-3 advantage. And our next televised game on Sports Channel will be a double dip against the Minnesota Twins. That's starting at 4 o'clock Central Time. Game 1 will feature Tim Belcher against Jim Deshaies, and in Game 2, Jack McDowell will go for his 21st victory on the season against Mike Trombley of the Twins. Here's Paul O'Neill to start things off for the Yankees in the 6th inning. Paul is single and scored, and he flied to center. He's dangerous. .312 hitter on the season as you look at the Pope, Don Paul. Oh, good curveball. O'Neill way out in front, couldn't pull the trigger. Sox are playing O'Neill deep in the pull in the outfield with a big gap in left center. Can't get up on a high fastball, so Alex ahead in this count, 1-2. O'Neill, as we mentioned earlier, came over from the Cincinnati Reds for Roberto Kelly, a trade that apparently helped both ball clubs. Fastball misses.
Well, the Yankees historically, when they had those strong ball clubs in the past, have always had strong left-handed hitting. And that's the reason why you're much better off with a left-handed hitter than...
There's a bullet in the right field. Boy, he smoked that one. Just a shot to right field. You're wondering, Alex has been hit hard in the last inning plus. And you're right, but you look at the Yankees record, they're 27-17 against left-handed starters and just 45-38 against right-handed starters. So
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is, but historically they've always had that good left-handed hitting.
Oh yeah. Go back to the days of Greg Nettles, Chris Chambliss, those guys, they could put them in the seats.
Reggie.
The Reggie-Roo. How could I forget?
Mercer.
Oh yeah. Bobby was here. There's a, oh, just over Frank Thomas's head. O'Neill the third, Williams in the second with a double, and the Sox here are in trouble. In the 6th, 2 runners in scoring position for Stanley. Wow.
Not a whole bunch you can do right here.
Well, he made a pretty good pitch on him. That slider came in on the hands, but Williams turned on it, and he got the big bounce over Frank Thomas's head. He was holding the runner on. So Mike Stanley, his job right here is to try and get that runner in from third, runner from second to third, any way he can. Tries to go the opposite way. He's good at that. He's got a good inside-out stroke, and he fouls that one back. So the Sox need a pop-up or a strikeout right here. As you look at the bullpen, Don Paul and Scott Radinsky warming up for the Sox. Outfield playing Stanley to hit the opposite way, and they're deep. There's a good fastball strike on the outside. So Stanley, with the sacrifice fly and the strikeout tonight, has driven in 67 on the season.
Alex got to spot that fastball extremely. He's a little short right now.
Yeah. It looks like it, yeah. They're getting the head out. Of course, that rain delay. That one misses outside. What was that, about an hour we had? Oh, 33 minutes, jeez. Seems like hours. See what Stanley has done this year. Career highs in homers and RBIs. 20 and 67 respectively. Slider, fish ain't biting. Well, he tried to make a perfect pitch right there. So the 2-2 offering coming up to Mike Stanley. Sox are conceding the run on a ground ball, except at third, except at first. There's a good heater upstairs. He got him. Boy, Alex just got a little bit extra right there.
Yeah, he reached back at it another 5 or 6 inches right here. But that 1-2 slider didn't hurt either.
No. Well, Stanley is a better low ball hitter than high, and he just couldn't get up on top of this fastball. So Fernandez dodges one bullet, and Mike Gallego will hit. Alex now with 5 punch-outs. Second time he's gotten Stanley. Gallego. There's a strike with the slider. Mike had a double his last time up. He got a high fastball that he turned on down the third baseline. So he's having a good offensive year at 291.
When he's healthy, he's a good little player. Well, what a job he did for Oakland. Now he's doing the same thing that he's healthy. He's been on a disabled list a couple of times with the Yankees.
Yeah. There's a fastball. He fouls that one off. He couldn't get to it. Yeah, Tony La Russa raved about him. He hated to see him go. Free agent last year, as you mentioned, he had a lot of problems. I think it was foot problems. Now apparently he's healthy, and he's taken that shortstop job over from Spike Owen. Well, Alex trying to dial it up one more time. 0-2. Fastball up and away. Frank Thomas, even with the bag at first base, and Robin a few feet back of the bag at third, but he'll move in with the pitch. He'll try and cut off that run at home. The grounder is hit to the third baseman. I'm sure with one out, the contact play will be on for the Yankees, so those runners will be moving. Third base coach Clete Boyer gives the sign for that to the base runners. Frank Howard over at first. Drop down, misses the outside corner. 2-2. So as we said, Mike Stanley a good low ball hitter. Mike Gallego is a good high fastball hitter. So you want to keep the ball down on him. And of course that punch out or the pop-up is what you want in this situation. Coming inside, there's a drive into the gap in right center. Pasqua can't get there, and he can't cut it off. 2 runs will score. Gallego in the second with a double. And the Yankees take a 5-4 lead. Got the fastball up. Beltai out over the plate. He just smokes it. Good stroke he put on this one. Man, his head was right there. Didn't try and do too much with it. So 2 runners score easily. Gallego now with 38 runs batted in on the season. That's his second double. Pat Kelly takes a breaking ball outside. Pat 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. As you can see, the Yankees have doubled up the hit total on the Sox. 10-5. So Domingo John is off the hook. Good slider strike. Wade Boggs is the on-deck hitter. Back fastball to throw to third. He's got him. Oh, Officer Karkovice apprehends another base thief. No chance for Gallego. Not that good of a jump. It looked like his wheels were spinning. Thank you. Take a couple more looks. Gotcha. The 2-1 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. So the count even to Kelly at 2-2. Karkovice has thrown out 45%. Base stealers this year. There's a high fastball. He fouls it straight back. So the Yankees, as we mentioned earlier, lost a half a game on the Toronto Blue Jays. Jays won this afternoon against Cleveland. They outslugged them 10-7 at Skydome. Detroit beat Seattle once again. Slider got him. So Kelly strikes out to end the 6th inning, but the Yankees put 2 on the board and they lead it 5-4. Four Yankees, bottom of the 6th inning. We had a 33-minute rain delay. And Alex Fernandez still on the mound for the White Sox. We have a pinch hitter for Danny Pasqua, Ellis Burks, who was hitting .283, 15 homers, 63 driven in, had the big hit last night, a 2-run double in the 7th inning. Sox winning 4-2. So some more magic is needed this evening. Bucky Showalter knows that the White Sox have struggled against left-handed pitching, just 18-21 against left-handed starters on the year. So he goes with Gibson in relief of Domingo John. Fastball strike outside corner.
Which is exactly the proper thing to do. You turn over the White Sox lineup. Now, especially that you have the lead.
Oh, yeah. Little slider misses down low. Bernie Williams playing a shallow center field. Changeup into center field, base hit. So Ellis Burks gets a pinch hit single to start off the 6th inning. Well, he stayed back nicely on that one. Hand stayed back, and he smokes it up the middle. Boy, that front foot hit real soft. That chin just goes from the front shoulder to the back shoulder. That's a pretty swing. So here's Lance. 2 for 2 tonight, a triple, a run scored, and 2 runs batted in. So Lance off to a good start tonight. Do some more. Grounded towards first. Mattingly to second. Gets the lead runner. No chance to get Johnson. Burks retired. 3-6. And coming up Friday, it's the Michael Jordan Ronald McDonald Children's Charity Celebrity Golf Classic. That's easy for me to say. That's live at 2 p.m. on Friday. Well, Huckaroo will already be in. We'll be at the ballpark, watching our comrades, looking at the leaderboard to see if I'm still on top. And if you believe that,
don't worry about it, Will.
I'm already tightening up. I saw that board today. Oh, that course is in great shape. 7 Bridges in Woodridge. Come on out. We'll have a ball. Follow us around. Get some tips. Well, follow us around anyway. Karkovice fouls this one off. 0-1. Ellis Burks, the runner at first. Kark had that solid single his last time up after he struck out against Domingo John. That was an RBI. Kark pops this one up middle of the infield. In shallow center, Pat Kelly will put it away, and there's 2 down. And activity for the Yankees is Rich Monteleone, or as Bob Shepard would say, Rich Monteleone, pitcher. Here's Ozzie Guillen. Ozzie 0 for 1 tonight, had a sacrifice fly in the 4th inning. That drove in the last White Sox run. Sox led at that point 4-2. Yankees have scored 3 unanswered runs since then. Gibson, lefty versus lefty. A little drop down action, fastball strike. Minnesota Twins and White Sox will go head-to-head on Saturday, August 28th at 6:05. Your local Chrysler Plymouth dealers will present a fireworks spectacular following the contest. For tickets, call Ticketmaster 312-831-1SOX. You don't want to miss it. Those are great. We love them. One and one on Guillen. Ozzie hitting at 271. Lance Johnson, go. 31 stolen bases. As you can see, Don Mattingly really jockeys around those base runners. He'll lead off with the runner being in front of him, and sometimes he'll fake, especially with Lance Johnson. He'll really do some activity with him. See, he's way off the bag, unlike all the other American League, well, the other Major League first basemen. Another throw over. Lance gets back easily.
That can be very effective against a speedster, because he doesn't know what you're going to do. All of a sudden now you got the guy thinking about you rather than the jump.
Yeah, and you know, when Mattingly breaks back to first base, that automatically sends a message to that runner too that there goes Lance anyway, as Ozzie fouls it off. He had a good jump.
Yeah, he had that one stolen.
Yeah, but in the back of your mind as the base runner, you would think that your first instinct would be to go back to first, and with that the pitcher delivers home and you don't get a good enough jump to steal.
That's how you did it, wasn't it, Wimpy?
Yeah. I remember I was standing at first base one time. I couldn't have been more than a foot off the bag. Bruce Hurst picked me off twice. You talk about embarrassing, trying to run across the field after that happens to you. You know, I was chatting with the guy, asking him how first baseman, how his family was and stuff. But by the way, I'm hitting 227 now with that hit. Bye. So we're back to the action here. 1-2 pitch coming up to Guillen. Little soft toss over there. There goes Lance. Pitch up and away to throw. It's right on line, but Johnson in there safely.
That was a pitch out, and they still couldn't get it.
Wow. Didn't look like your basic pitch out, but Lance, boy, he got a good jump. And takes that little peek. I like that. I hate when those base runners are stealing and they run with their head down. Watch Lance take that little peek. There you go. That didn't slow him up any. I don't know why they don't teach that 100% of the time. 2-2 to Guillen. With drop down breaking ball, and he just got a piece of it.
Actually got away with a mistake right there.
Yeah, I think the speed of that pitch worked in Gibson's favor. Ozzie way out front.
Watch him how he drops down and leaves it up and over the inside part of the plate. But Wimpy, you're right. It was the speed had him out in front too far.
Tim Raines is on deck. He'd love to hit this inning. Bottom of the 6th, Sox trailing 5-4. There's a ground ball, base hit in the left field. Lance Johnson's being held up as Deion James got the ball very quickly, and even Lance is not going to score on that one. No, he was a dead duck. Boy, did he get there quickly. Of course, he's playing very shallow and towards the line.
He's playing almost a Roman shortstop in softball.
Boy, Lance is a dead duck right here. Nice job of hitting by Ozzie. That do or die action right there, fielding it from the side. Deion James. So runners at the corners. That'll be the situation with 2 outs, as Tim Raines will get a chance. Timmy is 0 for 3 on the night. And the White Sox fans starting to really whoop it up. Sox now with 7 hits. Right-handed Tim Raines has got that batting average up to .304. 290 hitter left-handed with a lot more bats from the left side of the plate. So on Friday, August 27th, the White Sox begin a 5-game series with Kirby Puckett and the Twins. First 20,000 fans on hand will receive a 1993 White Sox team poster courtesy of the Chicago Tribune. Special start time is 4:05 because it's a double hitter. Call Ticketmaster at 312-831-1-SOX to get your tickets. Twin Bill. Ah, yes, both of them right here on Sports Channel. We love it. There's a good changeup by Gibson. 1 strike. There you see Lance at third, Ozzie Guillen, the runner at first. Ozzie wearing those high tops because of his ankles. There's a fastball, misses inside. Are they ugly or what? Got one of Johnny Unitas's old pair of shoes. Man, they got to do away with those things. You can't look good in your uniform. Rock, yes, it hits the bag! Base hit for Raines. Johnson scores, and we've got a tie ball game. Hey! Rock turns on and look at the bag. Boing. No chance right there for Boggs. So the Sox tie it up here in the 6th inning. Joey Cora will hit, but he'll hit off a new pitcher as Bucky Showalter bounds out to the mound. And that'll be it for Paul Gibson. Runners at first and second with 2 out. We'll be back to tell you about the new reliever right after this.
Right-hander Rich Monteleone coming on, making his 33rd appearance at 5-4 record, 4.32 Erie. He's worked in 66 2/3, given up 61 hits, 30 walks, 40 strikeouts. And he is the 3rd Yankee pitcher of the evening. Domingo John started, went 4. Gave up 4 runs, earned 4 hits, 2 walks, had 5 strikeouts, and the partial line on southpaw Paul Gibson, 1 2/3, a run on 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And of course the runners, his responsibility. Ozzie at second and Rock at first. So the 33-year-old veteran southpaw Paul Gibson, who's had a couple of good outings against the Sox this year. I'll tell you, that could have been a tough break right there if that ball hits that bag and bounces right to Boggs.
Oh boy. Yeah, if Wade didn't get over there quite as quick, he might have been able to make that play. Of course, you can't anticipate it hitting the bag.
Come on, Joey.
Okay, Joey. He's had a tough night so far. Got that hat trick working. That doesn't mean anything. Monteleone has got a good changeup. It's his best pitch. Fastball not overpowering, but it looks a lot better after he throws a couple of changeups. There's a fastball down low. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, is on deck. I wouldn't mind seeing him up there with the bases loaded.
Good concept.
Let's work on it. There's a little ground ball foul. So there's Frank. 5-10-0 for the Yankees, 5-8-0 for the good guys in black. There's 2 out. Ozzie Guillen, good speed on the base paths with Guillen at second. Tim Raines at first. And Joey Cora hanging in there with that 1-1 pitch coming up. Monteleone steps out the rubber, and everybody in the ballpark yells balk. And you can't balk to second base. Fastball fouled back. So Cora's going to have to battle right here at 0-2. Sox have put 1 run on the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning to draw even at 5. And Monteleone is the 3rd Yankee pitcher in this ball game. Alex Fernandez all the way for the White Sox. Grounded, first base. Don Mattingly's going to take it himself, and that'll do it for the Sox. They strand 2, but pick up a run. And after 6, we're tied at 5. Time now for our game summary, brought to you by the Greater Chicagoland Dodge dealers. For New York, Gallego 2 for 3 with a couple doubles and 2 runs batted in. For the Sox, Lance Johnson 2 for 3 with a triple, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. Alex, after the delay, threw 2 innings and gave up 3 runs. Ellis Burks is a new right fielder. He came on as a pinch hitter, got his knock. And a new pitcher will be Scott Radinsky. Rad is 6-1 with a 3.83 earned run average in 58 games. Those numbers going down, down, down. That's good. 43 hits allowed in 42 in the 3rd innings, 14 walks, 35 strikeouts. He has 4 saves. Come on.
Wade Boggs leads off the top of the 7th. Takes the fastball up and in. Boggs 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Outfield way around to the left. That fastball up and in, and the count 2-0. You see the way the Sox defend a 35-year-old veteran. Top of the 9th inning at Kauffman Stadium, Minnesota hitting and leading Kansas City 4-2 as the count goes to 3-0. He walks him on 4 pitches. Oh, the leadoff man aboard. And that'll bring up Randy Velarde. He will hit for Deion James. Deion was 1 for 3 tonight. Randy hitting at 272. Squares to bunt. Does. Off the plate foul. And the count 0-1. Velarde last night 2 for 3 in that ball game. Picked up his 5th homer of the year. Pops this one up. That makes the catch. And there's one out.
And we take that one. That high fastball, tough to bunt. Take a look. Randy Velarde squares around good enough, but he kind of just jabs at the ball. And the bat went forward instead of trying to give it. Catch it with the end of the bat. This way Maury Wills used to teach it. He was a very good bunting instructor.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's Don Mattingly. He's drawn the collar tonight. He struck out in the first, fly to left in the third. And he hit into a fielder's choice in the 5th. Pops this one up into left field. Tim Raines is there, and that's out number 2. Activity down in the Sox pen. Right-hander Don Paul, husband of Katie,
the Greek.
Here's Danny Tartable. Danny 1 for 3, a homer. Danny is 2 for 9 in this series, and both of them were long ones. 5-8-0 for the Sox, 5-10-0 for the Yankees. Good fastball in the count 0-2. Ground ball, Ozzie, second hop, over to Cora. They force Boggs, and that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch, tied at 5, and next up in the Coopernoll on deck circle for the Sox are Thomas, Ventura, and Sachs. Sox have in the 7th inning, tied at 5, and a defensive change for the Yankees. Moving into left field in place of Deion James is Randy Velarde. So the Yankees with an outfield of Velarde in left, Bernie Williams in center, Paul O'Neill in right. Around the horn, Mattingly at first, Pat Kelly at second, Gallego the shortstop, Boggs at third, and the battery of Stanley and Monteleone. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's get some runs. Big Frank to lead it off. He's 1 for 3, had a 3rd inning single. Couldn't check it up. Foul tipped it into the glove of Stanley, in the count 0-1.
Boy, Frank's got the eyes got real big right there as he saw that hanger coming up, but it was way out of the strike zone. A little bit lower, Frank might have hit that one 9 miles. Just a spiral.
Takes that one low, and the count 1-1. Ventura on deck.
Well, your pick to click really matches up well against this guy.
Two and one the count. Gallego right over the top, and Big Frank is gone.
And following the game, the Sports Channel report. The rubber game wrap-up will have post-game reaction from the Sox locker room about the game and the series with the Yankees. Tail Ho's Foes will take a look at the contenders in the American League West, including the Royals' battle with the Twins. A brave effort. We'll see if the Atlanta Braves can chop another game off the Giants' lead in the NL West. That's all on the Sports Channel report following the game.
Here's Robin. Looks at it down low. Robin grounded to short, fly to center, and he's walked. Now field playing him straight up there, bunched just a little bit as the count goes to 2-0. Everything in the big leagues is over with the exception of 2 other games. Boston at Texas and Pittsburgh at LA. And after this half inning, it'll be Randy Hahn to give you all the scores. The 3-0. Robin. Fair ball. A little too Hopper to Mattingly. And there's 2 gone.
And you can. All right, there's good news. Minnesota over Kansas City, 4-2, and you can celebrate Labor Day with the White Sox on Monday, September 6th. Sox take on Boston at 6:05, and following the game, Ever-Ready and True Value will present a special Labor Day fireworks display. See the Sox, both white and red. You can call 312-8311-SOX for tickets.
Here's Saxey. Saxey 0 for 1, hit into a 4-6 fielder's choice. He joined us late. He hit for Warren Newsom back in the 5th inning. Newsom was 0 for 1, but he had a big walk and a run scored back in the 2nd. That's into right field. Paul O'Neill will just have to pull up, take it on the first bounce. So a 2-out single by Sachs. Good speed aboard.
And activity for the Sox. Kirk McCaskill is loosening up.
Here's Ellis. Pinch hit for Pasqua last inning. Let it off with a base hit. Breaking ball misses from Monteleone. Rich, former #1 draft pick by the Detroit Tiger organization. There you see activity. Southpaw Steve Howell. It's 2-0. Ellis in good shape. Oh, what a big double last night. Knocking in 2 runs as the Sox won that game 4-2. Sox does not go. Two and 1 to count. Sox should be able to get a pretty good lead and a pretty good jump off the Yankee right-hander. Ooh, been a good pitch to go on. He did not, and the count 3-1.
Well, if he goes right here, I think he's got to. He might be able to score on a double, even a long single.
Good concept.
Yeah.
He does not go. Ellis fouls it back.
Is he going to go now?
Once again.
The great prognosticator calls it the way he sees it.
Tom Paciorek. Nostradamus.
You know, you can mention those two names like in the same breath. Merlin.
I'm with you. He should have been going. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. High in the left field. Randy Velarde makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across. They'll go to the 8th. Tied at 5.
Randy Hahn back live on our Sports Channel studios. Time to check the Chrysler scoreboard in the American League. Kansas City has lost, so they temporarily fall 4.5 back. 4-2 the final for the Twins, but Texas is a winner, 10-2 over the Red Sox. They could move into second place tonight. We'll see. California a winner, as is Milwaukee over Oakland. In the National League, Montreal beat the Cubs tonight 7-3. Mike Morgan takes the loss. His record falls to 8-12. Houston also a final over Florida. Now back to Ken Harrelson and that great prognosticator, Gene Dixon.
That's right, Randy. As we mentioned, you know, Tom Paciorek, Michelle de Nostradamus, all in the same. Yeah. Right here, it's a 5-5 tie.
Thinking about getting my own astrology column in a newspaper. Just predict what's going to happen to everybody in the world.
Paul O'Neill will lead it off. He'll be followed by Bernie Williams and Mike Stanley. O'Neill is 2 for 3 tonight. He has scored twice, hitting .314 as he stands in, takes a strike. He takes another one.
He's not real comfortable up there.
No. You see the Chuckster has joined Don Paul. Count hangs at 0-2.
He looks like me hitting against Mark Clear.
Well, there's the name out of the past. One of the great curveballs in all of baseball.
Yeah. I'm
Mark
surprised
Clear.
anybody ever got a hit off him.
Breaking ball misses. So the count 1-2. Boy, he had a yacker.
Oh, boy. Threw it from his hip, too. Never saw it.
Just got a piece of it. Yeah, at times he had as good a curveball as anybody ever.
Yeah. He's had some arm problems. He was tough for the Angels, Boston, finished up with Milwaukee, I believe.
Fastball up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Yankee leadoff hitter here in the top of the 8th inning. 5-9-0 for the Sox, 5-10-0 for New York. Could be trouble. Robin Barehands cannot make the play.
Well, it's not pretty, but it does the job right there as Robin tries the barehand. It's do or die. So O'Neill really got lucky right there.
And here comes Gene Lamont. He's going to make a change. So breaking the action is Scott Radinsky will depart. We'll be back with the numbers on a new Sox pitcher right after this.
Don Paul comes to work for the 38th time. He's 2-2, the .281 earned run average for the Sox. Giving up 58 hits in 57 2/3 innings. 10 walks, 28 strikeouts. And he'll be on the pitch to Bernie Williams. And our next TV game on Sports Channel, the Sox have Thursday off, will be Friday, a doubleheader at 4. Minnesota Twins in town. It'll be Tim Belcher and Jack McDowell working for the good guys. Jim DeShays against Belcher in game 1, and Mike Trombley will try and thwart Jack McDowell's bid for his 21st victory in game 2.
Riveting.
Thank you.
Bernie Williams stands in. Bernie 2 for 3 tonight. He singled in the second, flied to center in the fourth, and he doubled and scored in the sixth. A 5-5 tie, nobody out, and Paul O'Neill at first. But a good one. Paul throws it away. Oh, a big play right there. That'll be a sacrifice, E1.
Yeah, good bunt off of home plate. See, Don Paul had trouble picking it up, and he rushes his throw, and that's something he really didn't have to do. Didn't have real good possession. Watch right here how he rushes it. In the dirt, Frank Thomas can't come up with it. So a great scoring opportunity for the Yankees now in the 8th inning. Mike Stanley, who has a sacrifice fly on the night and a couple of strikeouts.
There's a base hit. They're going to hold Bernie Williams at third, and it's a 6-5 Yankee lead.
Well, first pitch splitter, not that bad of a pitch. He was down, but Stanley's a good off-speed hitter and a good low ball hitter. Hits it hard up the middle for his 68th RBI of the season. Now Clete Boyer calls Mike Gallego aside. There you see it, 6-12-0 for the Bronx Bombers. The White Sox with 5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 big error here in the 8th inning.
And it all started that little swinging bunt down the third base line.
Oh boy.
And then the big error by Don Paul. Gallego doubled the lead off the 5th. He doubled in 2 in the 6th. Sox with the infield in. There's a splitter strike. Checks it up, fouls it off, and the count 0-2. Six 12-0 for New York, 5-9-1 for the Sox. No activity down in the Sox pen. Yes, he did. So a big strikeout. And there's one gone.
0-2 splitter down low, and the fish were biting right there.
Here's Pat Kelly. He's 0 for 3 with a couple of punch outs. Nice block. Nice pick by Kark. Bernie Williams, good speed at third. Mike Stanley, not so good speed at first.
That's all right. Why doesn't Bernie Williams steal more bases?
A lot
Great
of guys
speed.
have good speed that don't steal bases. Some guys just don't have that knack. Cues this one going foul. Thank goodness. And the count 1-1. We talked about it a lot of times before, Wimpy. Guy that used to amaze everybody. Had good speed, could not steal a base. Chet Lemon.
Yeah. Ralph Gard, too.
A ball, a strike, and out. We mentioned Mike Stanley does not have any speed at first. Safety squeeze. Fouled it off. And the count 1-2.
I don't know. Clete Boyer's looking at Bernie Williams like that was a suicide squeeze.
That's exactly what it looks like he's talking to him about.
He got that head cocked to the side. Bernie Williams did not get the sign.
And here's a big pitch. Ouch. Boy, Pat Kelly in game 1 took one off that shin. I mean, a Jim Dandy. And he goes down again.
See where he gets this one. Boy, it looks like it missed the shin guard.
Ouch.
Yeah, it looks like it may have gone just above that shin guard. Remember Woody Fryman?
Yep.
We had a good slider, an old tobacco farmer from Kentucky. He did that to me. He ran that slider in on me down and in. I smoked one off my shin. And he was laughing out there. The next pitch, he threw the exact same pitch, and I hit it right off the top in the same spot. 2 pitches in a row.
That's not too smart,
No.
Wimpy.
And he really laughed. Gonna have to wear one of those catcher shin guards up there next.
I get one of those hockey goalie shin pads.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll make you feel safe.
Get right back in there again, Don. 1-2 the count. Short lead by Stanley. And once again, Kark with a nice pick. 2-2. Wade Boggs on deck. And as we mentioned, no activity down in the Sox pen. Out in front, hooks that one hard, long, and foul. Thank you. Right size, wrong shape.
He almost got him.
Almost, exactly right. Well, he gets out and around the ball so much.
Yeah, he does.
On that inside pitch, he's going to hit a lot off his foot and his shin.
Yeah, he should never go to the plate without some sort of protection.
The 2-2. He shanks this one.
Hey, don't say that word in front of me.
Looks just like one of your little sand wedges.
Oh. Okay, I'll bet you my team beats your team tomorrow.
You got it.
For the usual?
The
Try and
usual.
collect?
Usual no pay. Once again, the 2-2.
Oh.
Chops that one foul. That could have been a whole bunch of trouble right there.
I'll tell you, Pat Kelly's a gamer. He's just battling Don Paul right now.
He is. Frank Howard just loves this guy. Loves his tenacity, competitiveness. There's big Hondo. Frank also thinks this young man's going to hit 300.
Wow.
And once again, the 2-2. Lays off, full count. So we'll see what Bucky Showalter wants to do as Wade Boggs, the on-deck hitter. No speed at first. Good speed at third.
Well, they haven't run on any situations like this in this series. I'd be surprised if he was running.
He's not. Paul can't find it. Now he's going to come to the plate. And the ball is kicked out of Karkovice mid. Now the runners will advance. And the Yankees lead it 7-5. Another big play.
Oh, boy. Well, Don Paul smothers it. He can't find it. Finally, he does and gives the throw. And I don't think Kark really had full possession of it. He looked like he had it in the webbing of the glove. Throw a little bit offline to the first base side. And there you see the result.
They're going to put Boggs on. So there'll be an error on Karkovice. And an ugly inning here in the top of the 8th for the Sox.
And as you mentioned, it all started off on that real ugly little number down the third baseline by Paul O'Neill. But it did the job. It started off even uglier things to happen here in the 8th. So now Randy Velarde's got a chance to really do some damage here with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Randy last inning trying to bunt against Scott Radinsky. Popped it up. Can't get the splitter. Oh, Lordy. Takes the ball. 1-1 to count. Now we got some activity down in the Sox pen. It's 2-1. The Chuckster, southpaw Chuck Carey. Ozzie going to take it himself? Yes. But the Yankees come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 big errors. And after 7.5, they lead it 7-5.
7-5 Yankees, bottom of the 8th inning, and a new pitcher for New York. Steve Howe comes in for the 41st time. He's 3-4 with a 5.17 earned run average. Steve has 4 saves, given up a lot of hits, 47 and 38 in the third, just 8 walks and 10 strikeouts. So Monteleone, pitcher of record for New York, has a chance to win this ball game. The Sox will send two lefties in the first 3. in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Lance Johnson, Ron Karkovice, and Ozzie Guillen to face Steve Howe.
Lance Johnson 2 for 3 tonight. He scored a couple of runs. He's knocked in a pair. Triple in 2 in the 2nd. Singled and scored in the 4th. Reached base on a fielder's choice in the 6th. Start us off, one dog. Boggs in on the grass at 3rd. Outfield swung slightly to the left. Fastball strike. That's the tale of the tape. An ugly inning in the 8th for the Sox. Shoots that one foul, and the count 0-2. So the Sox, who had a bad defensive game on Monday in that 6-5 loss, one and two. Everything in the American League is over. And just one game in progress in the National League. Bottom of the 4th in Los Angeles. There's a 2-hopper, Pat Kelly, and the lead man down. If you just joined us, we'll go over the scores for you. Blue Jays beat the Indians 10-7 at Skydome. Tigers over the Mariners 7-4 in Detroit. California beat Baltimore 2-1 at Camden Yards. Milwaukee 12, Oakland 2 at County Stadium. And a big game at Kauffman Stadium, Minnesota. Scott Erickson beat the Royals 4-2. Texas hammered the Red Sox 10-2 in Arlington. Here's Kark. He's 1 for 3. Takes the fastball way outside. Over in the National League, Padres over the Cardinals 2-1. It was the Phillies 8, Rockies 5 at Veterans Stadium. Cincinnati beat the Mets 4-1 at Shea. Montreal 7, Cubs 3 up at the Big O. Pitch popped up right side. Mattingly giving chase over by the tarp, has room, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Astros beat the Fighting Fish 3-2 down in Miami, and in a big one at Candlestick, Atlanta over the Giants 9-1. So here's Ozzie. Ozzie 1 for 2 tonight. That sacrifice fly back in the 4th inning. He singled in the 6th. Shoots that one foul. Just one home run in the ball game. That coming off the bat of Danny Tartabull, leading off the 4th inning. Hit it over the center field fence for his 26th of the year. Here's the 0-2. Drops down a little bit. Ozzie just got a piece of it. Way outside, 1-2. 7-5 Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th. Close. Hal wanted it. He gets him. So 1-2-3 inning for Steve Howe. Nothing across. They'll go to the ninth, trailing New York by 2.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know, ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where you get real advantages for the real world. And by RCA, the people who introduced television now proudly present RCA Home Theater TV.
And there you see it, 7-12-0 for the Yankees. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 big errors for the White Sox. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, Chuck Carey comes on in relief of Don Paul. Chuck, appearing in his 9th ball game, 1-0 with the 4.50 earned run average. Well, he's done a nice job since he came back from the disabled list, giving up 9 hits in 10 innings on the year, 7 walks, 5 strikeouts. But he has yet to be scored upon since his return from the DL. And he'll be facing Don Mattingly, Danny Tartabull, and Paul O'Neill, the first 3 Yankee hitters here in the top of the 9th.
So a 7-5 New York lead. 7-12-0 for the Yankees, 5-9 and a big 2 for the Sox. Here's Mattingly. He's drawn the collar tonight, 0 for 4. Don now 3 for 13 in this series. Hitting at .306 as he stands in. Takes a fastball upstairs. Takes it low and away, and the count 2-0. In that Minnesota-Kansas City game, Twins winning 4-2. Erickson the winner, Gordon the loser, and Willis is forced save. The pitch popped up. Chuck Carey makes a call. And he finally surrounds it.
Whoa, be still, my heart. Chuckster didn't want to catch it. Well, he got a jam sandwich. You don't see that very often with Don Mattingly. First out gone in the 9th inning.
Here's Tartabull. Danny 1 for 4 with that homer. Texas thumped the Red Sox 10-2. Dreyer the winner, Quantrill the loser. Ivan Rodriguez a 3-run homer in the first, his 8th. Dean Palmer a solo shot. In the 6th inning, that was number 27 for Dean. One and 1 the count to Tartabull. California beat Baltimore 2-1. Langston the winner 13-6. Musina takes a loss 12-5, and Mike Butcher picked up his 2nd save. Fastball inside, and the count 2-1. Blue Jays over the Tribe 10-7 at Skydome. Hentgen the winner 15-7. Mesa the loser 9-10. And Dwayne Ward picked up his 36th save. There's a strike, 2-2. Jeff Treadway homered, number 2. And Alvaro Espinoza hit number 4. All those thumpers would be the last 2 guys you'd come up with.
Boy, I mean,
going downtown in that game. Into right field, a can of corn for Ellis Burks. 2 gone. Tigers beat Sweet Lou's Mariners 7-4. Gullickson the winner 11-6. Tim Leary takes a loss 8-6. Davis picks up his 2nd save. Junior went deep, number 36. He went deep again, number 37. Dave Valley hit his 11th. Travis Fryman his 18th. And Wimpy's Body Cecil,
friend,
hit number 29.
I love it when a full figure guy does good.
Paul O'Neill, he is 3 for 4 tonight. Scored 3 times. Of course, that swinging bunt single down the third baseline last inning. was a killer. Leading off. Chopper, Joey Cora, 2-hopper, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Chuckster. Nothing across. They'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Sox in a whole bunch of trouble. They trail it 7-5. Bottom of the ninth inning, and we want to remind you the producer director of White Sox baseball is James A. Angio. Ron Storto, our graphics coordinator. Our coordinating producer is Greg Bowman, and our executive producer is John Toohey. And there's the Sports Channel tail of the tape, bottom of the ninth. 2 big errors in the 8th inning allowed 2 runs to score, and the Sox in trouble. It will be the top of the order. Raines, Cora, and Big Frank Thomas. As the southpaw Steve Howe will try to finish it off. Rock 1 for 4 tonight. That RBI single back in the 6th. There's a shot base hit into center field as Bernie Williams has to pull up. So the Sox get it started right here in the bottom of the ninth.
The Shark rally hats.
Here's Joey. He's had a tough series. He is 0 for 14. Tries to bunt it, fouls it off.
Well, you got to think that Steve Fire's warming up in that bullpen, and he'll be on the pitch to Big Frank.
Howe will never see him.
No.
There goes Raines. Pitch popped up. Rock did not pick up the ball. Still doesn't know where it is. They're going to double him up.
Well, that's just what happens when you run with your head down. See it happen all the time.
This has not been a pretty ball game for the Sox.
No, right there. It doesn't take a whole lot to just take a little peek, and that didn't happen right there as Bucky Showalter in a dead sprint to the mound. That double play on the pop-up.
So it'll be the right-hander Bob Wickman coming in.
Strange move.
As Steve Howe goes an inning and 2/3, so breaking the action, and we'll be back with Wickman's numbers right after this little interlude.
Bob Wickman is the new Yankee pitcher with 2 out in the 9th inning. His job to get Big Frank out. He's 10-4 in 27 games, 4.44 earned run average. He has saved 2, 135 hits allowed in 123 and 2/3 innings, 59 walks, 59 strikeouts.
So now there are 2 out, nobody on, and here's Big Frank. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Takes a fastball strike. One and 1 to count. Robin Ventura on deck. That's 2 and 1. Wickman just getting it and throwing it. Out to play right side, 2 and 2, and our Budweiser player of the game tonight is Lance Johnson. Lance going 2 for 4. Knocking in 2, scoring 2, our Budweiser player of the game. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Wickman trying to nail it down for Rich Monteleone. Pops him up, and this should do it. Paul O'Neill, who has not committed an error this year, makes a catch, and the ball game is over. So the Sox give one away here in a game they certainly did not deserve to win as they lose it 7-5. Wimpy and I will be back to wrap it up. Right now, let's go back to our studios and Randy Hahn.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Now time for our Sherwin-Williams play of the game. Take you back to the 2nd inning. Lance Johnson at the plate, has runners at 1st and 3rd, drives it into right. This will bounce off the wall. Johnson wheels around to 3rd, but a couple of runs score. Warren Newson and Dan Pasqua. Sox led at that point 2-1, but as you just saw, they lost the ball game. Coming back, we'll send it back out to Comiskey Park and rejoin Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek as our Ford Dealer Sox Post game show comes up next.
The Sox 93 postgame show is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Quality people, quality products.
Welcome back live to our Sports Channel studios. I'm Randy Hahn. This is the Ford Dealer Sox post-game show. Well, the White Sox will have tomorrow off, maybe to contemplate how they may have done things a little differently tonight against the New York Yankees. They lose the rubber game by the final score of 7-5. Let's send it back to the South Side. Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek.
All right, Randy Hahn, thank you. And the totals on the board for the finale in the rubber match of this 3-game set. For the Yankees, 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They stranded 7. For the Sox, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They also left 7. Rich Monteleone gets a win. He is 6-4. Radinsky takes a loss, 6-2, and credit Bob Wickman with his 3rd save of the season. So in a big ball game for the Sox as the Texas Rangers just thumped the Red Sox tonight. Of course, Minnesota did beat Kansas City. Wimpy, this is just a bad ball game. Ugly ball game, and a game they really deserve to lose.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that. In the last couple of innings, the Sox just pretty much gave the ball game away with a couple of errors and a couple of a bad base running play in the 9th inning, too. When you got Frank Thomas coming up, Tim Raines was doubled up, and that certainly didn't help the White Sox chances. Bob Wickman came in and got the last out. So take your hat off to the Yankees. They took advantage of the opportunities.
Well, the Sox indeed, as Randy just mentioned, will have an off day tomorrow. And in that 5-game series with the Minnesota Twins coming up, that doubleheader. That'll be on Friday night. It'll be Belcher and McDowell on the hill for the Sox. Final score here from Comiskey Park, New York 7, White Sox 5. So for Tom Paciorek, my partner and our producer-director, Jim Angio, this is Ken Harrelson. So long, everybody. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of Sports Channel. Right now, let's go back to our studios, and it has been a pleasure, a real pleasure, working with a pro like Randy Hahn.
Likewise, gentlemen. All right, so the White Sox lose it tonight by the final score of 7-5. We'll recap all the baseball scores and a full edition of the Sports Channel report with Mike Goldberg and me still to come. Don't go away.